feel, cause I know that it's something real. Gonna say how I feel, cause I know that it's something real. Hey, hey. Gonna say how I feel, cause I know that it's something real.
In the back of the pack, now I'm in first place. Used to dream about this life, now I see it in my face. Hard work pays off, gotta go, gotta get it. Eyes on the prize, never worry about the critics. I didn't put it on my time, put it on my work. Made it through the storm, yeah, we came up from the dirt. It's go time, show 'em what I got. Long time coming, this time won't stop. From the crowd, I'ma stand out, no handouts. Taking on the world, so look at me now. This is just the beginning, progress still growing. They said I couldn't do it, so I guess I gotta show them. Now I feel unstoppable, now I'm feeling good. Look at how I'm winning, and they didn't think I would, but I didn't hold back, and the odds were all stacked. Now I'm playing this song, and I tell them I'm back.
Hey everybody, hello. You like my little song there? Yes. Ah, what a day. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, Angie, that was the bomb. The bomb diddly bomb bomb. Woohoo! That was so cool. Oh my goodness. Just, yeah, completely blown away. Completely blown away. Yeah. I've been tearied and blown away all week from everybody. It's just been the biggest blessing week I've seen in a long time. And every time I get a little bit sad this week about my grandkids moving, I thought about you guys, and then every night you brought me back up. So I'll make it through this with you guys. Anyway, so Deirdre's here, and Angie, and Janice, and bum diddly bum bum, and Larry's here. Yay! And yep, there I'm going backwards. And there's Maria, and Tamara. And you just saw, I just emailed Helen's story out to everybody. If I forgot somebody on the list, I'll remember here if I see them and I forgot. But Tamara, Angie, Deirdre's there. Donna, I got Gail, I got Deirdre, I got Maria, I got Angie, I got Larry, I got Nathan, Tamara, Donna, you're already on my list. Thank you so much. Yes, Donna. eBay. And you know what, you guys? Angie's pretty funny. So I don't answer my phone in the middle of the night for usually anybody. But I got an Instagram video call in the middle of the night. I was just heading to bed. It was like 12:30. And it was Angie, and I thought, oh my gosh, is something wrong? And I answered it. There was nothing. She fell asleep on her phone and happened to send a message to me. I felt very privileged. It made me chuckle. She's probably like, why are you telling my secrets? But it was no big deal. It was, that's the wonderful thing about friendship is that can happen, and it's okay. And we'll answer in the middle of the night. Yeah. Yay. Tamara, I have just some awesome art to show you guys tonight from everybody that sent stuff in. Glass of cat. You know what? I'm out of Krabbies, and I didn't want to open a bottle of wine. And I went to the fridge, and I have this. I had it from last. It's been sitting in the fridge since last August when I went to Moab, or October. Whenever I do it. When did I go to Moab? October. Whenever Danny ran in that crazy race. White Claw, hard seltzer, iced tea peach. Iced tea. There we go. And it's not bad. I'm not a big, usually for these. But this one's okay. I like peach. I like peaches. Yes. Donna, There we go. Okay, I caught up, made sure I checked in with everybody. Going to go run back down because I was going backwards, which is typical. So Bob, wonderful Bob today. We zipped over to the Civic Center, the Key Peninsula Civic Center, to grab the glue, and I thought I had a bunch of little empty bottles, or a lot of little glue bottles over there for the art thing I'm doing on Thursday with the kids there. Big giant gallon things of glue, but no little bottles. So then we zipped over to Lake Catherine to the Dollar Tree, and I got the last 8 of their little tiny squeeze bottles and a bunch of their other ones for that. And then while I was in classes all afternoon, Bob filled all of the tub bottles, 16 little glue bottle tub things, and then like 6 big ones. So yeah. Sitting Friends, Mom still. Oh, yes. Helen. So, Helen, I just sent everybody your story. And Gloria, too. There's Gloria. Yay. Sleep, texting, and calling. It could happen to any of you. Yes. Yes. It's one of those things. My friend Debbie, literally one time, butt dialed her mom from Las Vegas. Yeah, she was at a party. She butt dialed her mom in Virginia. It was hilarious. It was hilarious to hear Moira tell me that story. I was like, okay, yep. At least they didn't put you in timeout. All right, Janice is, yes, I got Janice on the list, and I think I clean out your fridge, Gretchen. What, me? Clean the fridge? This is in the downstairs fridge. The downstairs in the garage, it's, the house that we have is not that, and the kitchen's not, everything's not that big. So everything's pretty compact, and it's very, like we went to Costco the other day, and bulk shopping for us is it's not easy to do because we don't always have a lot of room. For a long time, we didn't bulk shop at all because we just didn't have room in the condos that we lived in, or else in our little house in Everett. Now down here, we have a little more room. But that refrigerator out there, all it has in it is, because Bob doesn't drink, so he has a wide variety of NA beers, and like all kinds. And then my couple of bottles of white wine for the Annalena when she comes over, because I'm not a big fan of white wine. Then we have my Krabbies in there, bunches of bottles of water. The whole thing that you pull out for the vegetable bin is all full of bottles of water. And then what else is in there? Oh, juice boxes for the grandkids. And then occasionally one of this stuff. Yeah. So, all right. I do too, Donna. It's just funny. There's going to be another group. The Peninsula Art League has another activity. They're going to be kind of fairly close to us. Theirs is pretty elaborate. And I know the guy who's organizing that, and he's an amazing portrait artist and whatnot. But he also they usually work with older kids. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. Yeah. I know, he's all excited. He found a Thor movie that he doesn't think we've seen. As if I haven't seen a Thor movie. Yeah, right. I've seen them all. I just haven't seen them all with him. Anyway, but so he's excited. We're going to watch that. He's got some other thing crashing around up there today. He's been all kinds of stuff. Family brunch to celebrate his brother's heavenly birthday. Very special premiere at 10:30. Yes. Okay, and so I'm going to get going here. So first thing I'm going to do is I set up a little new automated group. I could do this. And so I put artwork that came from you guys, and it starts out, I think, with Helen's story and the kind of sketch she drew of everything in it. And they are going to go for 20 seconds each, and then we can come back and see more. So you won't see them for a long time, and Angie's haikus are in there, but then I wanted to run through this, and I put them to music, to put the whole thing to music. It's something new I tried. I found out that I could do this automated group with Ecamm, and since you guys are my safe zone to try things out live, even when I've kind of learned how to do it and practice myself, I always have to go live with it sometime, and you're my safe zone, other than just going live to myself in my private, I have a private practice safe Facebook group. But with you guys, this is the real deal, for real deal, and the spiel or whateve. I've been in class with Doc Rock today, and Doc, all he does is he talks in, like, he was a disc jockey, so he talks in rhymes all the time, and it kind of rubs off on me, so I apologize right off the bat. But anyway, first off, we're going to go to this, and we're going to start right here, and so it'll go like 20 seconds on everybody's things. We'll see how it goes. Oops, where's the sound? Hold it, where's my sound? Oh, oops, I forgot the sound on Helen's. So there is the picture that she drew of all of us. Let's see, the sound might come up on the next one. There it is. Oh, I ran out of music. Well, I didn't. Okay, so there's something I learned. Whew. Should probably check my length of my song that I use. Oops, this needs to be, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to, stop, pause back. So we're going to go back here, and I know what it's, yeah, bottled water. It depends on where and who and which ones. My husband was in the soft drink industry for a long time and knew about which ones and which ones. Yeah, sometimes you go through ones and then you just fill it back up with ours. Of course, I grew up on water that came up straight out of a lake. And it was the same water that was our drinking water, was the same as our irrigation water. So, yeah. 60th birthday, and he wrote his siblings were getting a beautiful message reminiscing about just before his 30th, he was given his last rites and pulled through. Oh my goodness. That's cool. Wow. Okay. So, all right. Let's go back and catch some of these things because I wanted to share give everybody a little bit the pictures and see everybody checking in, reading. I'm just reading what everybody's saying because I'm catching up on the chat. I always miss out on all the chat. So I'm going to go back. So here was the copy of Helen's and that she wrote, the handwritten. I told her to send it to me. That with that, I think is just darling. I think it's so cute and just whatever. Now here is Angie's one that she did based on. Oh, hey, stop. I'm gonna have you stop. Take the music out. I took it out. There we go. So that's she showed it in her premiere tonight that she did based on that book, which is really well done. I think that's just beautiful. And she sent haikus. You think you have me. Your pain and your sick wreak havoc, stronger than you think. She sent 3 of them, and I kind of have a progression. Think I can do this. It's harder than I thought, though. Life depends on it. And sun, shine on my face. Mother Nature, heal my pain. Wind blow through my hair. Love this. And then Larry sent just before, he sent some pictures of his dog. And then this green one, I love this. Yes, this is the color of green that we have up here in the Northwest. This is not unusual to have this. This is the green in the Northwest. When people think, what, the green, is that enhanced? That's our green. We really, yeah. It's not unusual to walk down a path and have it be fluorescent practically around you. I love it. I like this. That one I really like, Larry. And this is this over by Crunchberry's Playhouse or wherever, or is this on one of your properties? So up here in the Northwest, 2 weeks ago, there had been really concerned because it had heated up and the snowfall had melted in the mountains. And so we were concerned about irrigation and all of that kind of stuff and whether there was going to be water. They're no longer concerned about having enough water to fill up the reservoirs for irrigation. We have had record snowfalls in the Olympics, in the Cascades. I mean, Mount Rainier is covered with all fresh snow. The Olympic Mountains are all fresh. The Cascades are a whole new bunch of it. It's been what's scary now for the growers, for the orchardists, is, especially the cherry growers, is that it's been cold enough in eastern Washington that the bees aren't coming out of the hives to pollinate the trees. So you've got all these hives spread out all over the tree, out of the orchards, and the bees are just hanging out inside because it's only getting up to like 51 degrees and they're too cold to come out. Yeah. Slice of heaven is right. So cherries could be an issue this year. If they don't get pollinated soon, the cherry crop will be minimal. And then we have Tamara. Tamara sent several pictures. This one is Dunart's and the coffee pot. And then the writers. The next one, and I put them in this order on purpose, Tamara, because I wanted that one to be at the end. 2 pictures of pygmy possums, which are just so adorable. They're so cute. And then this one. She sent me an email and said, let me find, oh, where is it? Tamara here. She said, I was and still am so very touched by Helen's words. Being with you all is such a very special time. This is what Tamara emailed me. This image I am sending will be going in my book. I'm not sure if I should put it in the front or at the end. I feel it should be the first thing for people to read. The image with the wheel is called The Writer's Pygmy Possum, and she gave me the names. But this is what Tamara wants to put in the front of her book for our tribe. Seriously? You guys? You're going to turn me into a crier. This is just... Oh my gosh. My tribe, you are the light in my day. You are the spark that caresses my heart. That will never fade away. For you are my tribe, my soulmates through art. I love you. Seriously? You know I'm going to have to feel like I'm going to have to read these things, and you put stuff. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Tamara, from the bottom of my heart, I am so honored, and I know I probably speak for everybody. I won't try to. They can chat it up in this chat, but we're completely honored, and it's just a blessing to have you in the tribe and to have everybody be part of this. Oh, you know, I just am a platform for people to come together. That's kind of, yeah. You guys give me so much, and it really is. I look back every once in a while and I think, what would I have done on this day if I hadn't had a story to get ready for, or hadn't been thinking about this? What would I have done? Would I have been as productive? Would I have gotten out and filmed something? And would I have gotten out and done this? Would I have thought about that thing or this thing? Would I put my brain capacity into thinking about what this really means and what I'm doing? And I just feel like this has been something that has made me far more fulfilled and made me I'm far more proud of my days now than I think I would have been. And that's that's a good feeling. And it's not, it's a good, just to feel that you've done something worthwhile. It's awesome. Oh, okay. So, look at all, yeah, beautiful, beautiful artists, you guys. It's just so cool. Thank you, Larry, for those words. That's very kind. All right. So we got through those. I've got closing those up. And now I have a book. Now this book comes to me. Let me go back to me here. This is from somebody else. So Miss Maria, Lupe Blind Art Studios. I stopped at the P.O. box the other day, and Bob brings out this box and says, "You got this box. Who's this from?" I said, "I don't know." Fortunately, Maria was like, "Oh no, she's going to Yellowstone and the box is going to get stolen off her." Nope. And she sent me a book off my wish list and some really cool acoustic tiles for my ceiling up here that I haven't put up yet because, well, that means getting up on it. Yeah, I'm just not. I'll get up on. Bob will help me put them up there, but we're kind of busy right now getting ready for going to Yellowstone. And I know that it's an angle, like if I would try to do it myself, I cannot tip my head back and look up like that because my vertigo would kick in and I would just be, woo, I'd be loopier than I already am. So tonight I have a book to read to you called Stacy's Extraordinary Words. And I have wanted to read this book. I'd wanted to get it, and I'm just really excited to see it. It is by the author herself, Stacey Abrams, which I'm just going to read the back of the book when it says about her, because you'll recognize who this is, I'm sure. Let's go to the overhead camera so I can see this right here. Stacey Abrams is a 3-time New York Times best-selling author of While Justice Sleeps, Our Time Is Now, and Lead from the Outside, an entrepreneur and a political leader. A tax attorney by training, she served 11 years in the Georgia House of Representatives, 7 as minority leader, and became the 2018 Democratic nominee for the governor of Georgia. She has launched multiple organizations devoted to voting rights, training and hiring young people of color, and tackling social issues. She's the founder of Fair Fight Action, Fair Count, and Southern Economic Advancement Program. Yes, Donna, Georgia's Stacey Abrams. A small business owner, she co-founded the financial services firm Now Corp. And SageWorks Productions, Inc., a media company. She has received degrees from Spelman College, the LBJ School of Public Affairs at the University of Texas at Austin, and Yale Law School. The illustrations are done by a girl named Kit Thomas, also known as Caitlin, is a first-generation St. Lucian American author-illustrator and graduate of the Ringling College of Art and Design with a BFA in Visual Art Studies. Kit's mission is to celebrate Black culture with their drawings and to encourage inclusion in all forms of art, as they found it hard to see themselves properly represented in the media they enjoyed growing up. They have worked with such companies as Netflix, Hasbro, Cartoon Network. Stacy's Extraordinary Words is their debut picture book. I'll show you. Here is Caitlin Thomas. And Kit Thomas shows some of her artwork right here. Absolutely beautiful stuff. She's done some cartoon work. I love this one right here, this really strong, that back look. It just is so pretty. Oh, and that's that. So first I'm going to read Stacy's. Hey, there's Nathan. Brother's birthday now at a brunch today. Really, really hope I'm home for my You hope you're home for. I know that feeling, Nathan. I've had to do that. Oh, it's always funny. Well, all right. So, anyway, welcome, Nathan. Glad you're here. So this is the book I'm reading, Stacey Abrams, and you know what? I just realized I didn't show you I was looking at it, but not showing you the artwork of the illustrator. Just done some beautiful things. This was the one right here, this one with the girl in the back and her hair and the swoop, almost like the stars. And the one in the bees. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Back to there, Stacey's Extraordinary Words. That's okay, Nathan. You are with family. That's cool. That's your other family you're with, and that's important. Stacey Abrams, Stacey's Extraordinary Words. And you guys can't quite see this, but the way they did on the cover of the book right here, it's almost like the font has been made to look 3D. So when you look at it a certain way, it looks like a 3D, like a 3D animation almost. To my first storytellers, Mom and Dad, to my bibliophile siblings all, and to our newest generation of readers. Yeah. I love this. Look at these cute illustrations. Hey, it's like on notebook paper, onomatopoeia. Stacey loved words. She loved to read and write and say them. She adored fun words, long words, unusual words, words with wonderful histories and weird combinations. Whenever Stacey learned a new word, it was like making a new friend. First, she would find it in the dictionary. Then she would look up where the word had come from and learn its secrets. Did any of its letters hide and stay quiet, like the P in ptarmigan, a bird that lives in cold northern regions? Or were they strong, like the I in bright? Next, she wrote the word in her special notebook of extraordinary words. She practiced how to arrange the letters just right, how to sound them out. That's because she loves spelling interesting words most of all. Her favorite words, she would try to remember their quirks, what made them special. When she saw a super long word like onomatopoeia, a funny word to describe the sounds of other words, she had to jump and sway. Words like duckling made her grin. Persnickety tickled her tongue. Sometimes Stacey thought that words understood her better than people did. When she sat by herself during recess, they never teased her about being quiet, or about being clumsy when she fell, or awkward when the joke in her head came out wrong. Look at this picture. When she read books under the covers, words never told her to go to sleep. Words understood why she was grumpy or anxious. In fact, words helped her explain what she was feeling, if only to herself. I know, I love these illustrations too. One day, Stacey's teacher, Mrs. Blakesley, asked her to wait after class. She squirmed in her seat because she was afraid. Petrified, another way to say really, really afraid. Usually the teacher only kept a student after class because of a blunder mistake. Miss Blakesley called Stacy to her desk and she returned her spelling test. A big red 100 sat at the top of the page. The teacher asked her, "Do you know what a spelling bee is?" "A really smart insect?" Stacy joked. The teacher smiled. A spelling bee is a contest where students compete to spell as many words correctly as they can. I would like you to participate. Stacy couldn't believe it. Who else will be there? I'm nominating you and Jake. The spelling bee is next week. Stacy's excitement suddenly evaporated. Jake was not her friend. He was a bully who knew words too. Just yesterday, he used a complicated word that made Suki cry. Last week, she heard him say something cruel to Zivko about his accent. Stacy thought it was stupendous that Zivko knew words in 2 different languages. Stacy knew as many words as Jake did. She wanted to say something when he said mean things to her friends, but she was intimidated, scared, because sometimes he said hurtful things to her too. She wished she had used her clever words to help Suki or Zivko or herself by speaking up. Perhaps at this spelling bee, she would be braver. At the spelling bee, she would not be silent. Oh gosh, I have to read some of these words, you guys. All week long, Stacy studied her spelling words from school and the ones she kept in her notebook. Sesquipedalian. Still, the spelling bee felt as far away as the longest word she had ever seen. Sesquipedalian. I don't know if I'm saying it right over. Sesquipedalian. A fancy way to describe words with lots of syllables. I should have asked Bob. You know, my husband, he likes to read the dictionary. The days of the week were monotonous, torturous, and sluggish. Every hour longer and longer. I like the way that the artist put the words like that. Stacy wished for a week to whisk its days away. Finally, the morning of the spelling bee had arrived. Stacy walked into the county library with her mother, holding her hand tight. Mama gave her a big hug and whispered into her ear, "Just do your best. Your dad and I are always very proud of you." Stacy followed her teacher to the room where the other students waited until it was time to go. They went into a large stage. The announcer explained the rules. Kids stepped up to the microphone one by one to get their word. If they spelled it right, the announcer told them so. If they made a mistake, a bell would ring. The student would have to leave the stage. No do-overs. Stacy's turn finally came. Her stomach ached with nervous energy, but she was ready. Say the word dither. Sound it out. Dither. Spell it. D-I-T-H-E-R. That is correct. And the announcer called on the next student and the next. Promptly. Enormous. Shudder. Transportation. Craggy. Reception. Village. Finally, only 3 contestants remained. Stacy and Jake and a girl from another school. The girl went up to spell her word. Ding! She had spelled chocolate without the second O. We are down to our 2 final contestants, the announcer told the audience. Jake took a long time to spell accept. Stacy got squeezed, but she remembered the lost letters she adored, like Q and Z. Jake tackled clamoring. Stacy conquered disengage. Then Jake defeated geometry. Stacy returned to the podium, ready to do battle with her next word. She repeated it, pronounced it, she spelled it. INSTANTANIOUS. Instantaneous. As she waited for the announcer, the bell dinged. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The proper spelling is... Stacy couldn't hear the rest of what he said. Tears filled her eyes, but she stayed on stage like a good sport as Jake got his trophy and she received a second-place ribbon. Everyone congratulated Jake, and so did she. Good job. Jake laughed and rolled his eyes. At least I know the difference between I and E. Stacy felt embarrassed, but she refused to let Jake make her cry. Well, I misspelled my word, but I do know how to be courteous. You should try it. She turned away and went to find her mom. If today were like one of the stories Stacy loved most, she would have won. And Jake would have learned that words were a gift that shouldn't be used to hurt people. Wow. But things didn't always happen that way in real life. Sometimes change was harder, and it didn't happen right away. Stacy felt a hand brush at her cheek. It opened her fist and smoothed out the ribbon. Mama? She put a butterscotch candy on top, Stacy's favorite kind. You okay? I lost. But you came so far, nearly to the very end. Not far enough. I got the letter wrong, and I didn't win. I failed. You only fail if you stop, her mother reminded her. I know there's a word for that. You know it too. Stacy thought about one of her favorite words. Perseverance. Perseverance. Exactly. Now let's go home and learn some more words. There's always next year. Stacy imagined all the words she had yet to meet. New words and new ways to speak up and help others. She'd find them all. No, Mama, there's always tomorrow. And here's an author's note. I love words. I can't remember ever not loving them. As a preschooler, when class ended, my parents were still hard at work. Luckily, I attended preschool at the college campus where my mother served as librarian. She would have us nap in the stacks as she continued to work, and I nestled with books and stories and words. Even today, the rich scent of a library or the waft of a wet, freshly opened book makes me smile. Not only were words my companions, they were also my protectors. One day during first grade, the principal of Anniston Avenue Elementary fetched me from class and walked me outside to one of the trailers that lined the back of the school building. My next memory is the door opening wide and a lovely woman greeting me, Mrs. Blakesley, my soon-to-be second-grade teacher. Unbeknownst to me, I'd been moved up a grade in the middle of the term. As a new kid in class, the strongest, most familiar sight was the books on the shelves near the front of my class. My teacher invited me to read as many of them as I wished. In those uneasy first days while other kids played at recess, I read quietly, unsure of my place, until I opened the pages of a good story. There I could hide from the older children who teased me and revel in the victories of others. When Mrs. Blakesley chose me for the spelling bee that year, her act of kindness nudged me out of the books and into a world I never imagined. My first spelling bee combined my greatest joy and biggest fear, talking about words and making mistakes. More than 40 years later, these remain the stalwart axes against which I measure my growth. In that contest, I learned in front of a live audience that chocolate has 2 O's. When the bell dinged, I practiced stoicism before I knew of the concept. And I still recall my mom pressing the yellow candy into my hand. Remembering that, I, her second of 6 children, loved that color most. Because of that first lost spelling bee, followed by 4 more close calls until I claimed victory in 6th grade, I discovered how to merge my delight and my terror, realizing that failure is never more than an invitation to try again. Like Jake, some kids picked on me and others who were different. Over the years, I learned how to use my words to do good. Even when I am most afraid, I constantly strive to speak up, especially when it makes me nervous. And if I am doing my very best, I make room for those who haven't discovered their superpowers yet. And then her Stacy's Notebook of Extraordinary Words is in the back. Oh my goodness. And her little notes. Remember the second O, instantaneous. But don't give up if it doesn't. Most things take time and lots of practice. She had stars. Defeated, won in a competition. Weirdly, it can also mean losing. Remember the lost letters like Q and Z. And her little notes. Ah, I love this. Thank you, Maria. It's such a great book. Oh my gosh. Such a treasure. Such a treasure. And there's the back. I didn't show the back. And the picture of Stacy. Come a long way. Wow. So that's one. I had a couple books. I thought about doing a second one, but I'm not going to do the second one because Nathan is on in like 10 minutes. And this book and the art that we had tonight just feels right to fill this up. Because it filled me up, and this is a wonderful book for us to remember and think about. And gosh, that she learns. So for the next few days, I've really got books. I've got about a couple of them on words and another one about poetry and some really wonderful stories about different people. Some of them are like this one, the historical fiction type or biography, kind of an autobiography. Some of them are biographies done in different ways. So that's what we look forward to for the next few days. And for the art that you guys sent in, I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to change this to 10 seconds and right there, and I'm just now and I'm gonna put it, hang on, I have something else I have to do. I gotta get the, hang on, nope, up here. Where is that one? This one goes into here. And Yes, I'll be live on my birthday. My birthday's on Tuesday. Annalita's is tomorrow. Hers is the 15th. Mine's on Tuesday, the 17th. And I will be live. Okay, everybody. Yes, I'll be live on my birthday on the 17th. Don't worry, Donna, I've been talking birthdays for all month. It's kind of a craziness. And I'll be live the night of the 19th. I probably will do a premiere. It depends on, I can't remember what time that art thing is going on. If it's done in time, I'll just go live from there, but I think might run till 6 o'clock, and I'm at 20 minutes away, so I don't think I'll make it back. I'll just do premiere. I'll see what I do. I'll let you know. But until then, my tribe, you are the light in my day. You are the spark that caresses my heart. That will never fade away. For you are my tribe, my soulmates through art. I love you. By Tamara. Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much for coming into my life, for coming into my home, for bringing me into yours, for making this journey such a joy. And until next time, yep, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. It's in your beautiful artwork. It's in the faces of everybody that's on this. And you guys, if you're new to the channel and if you're just listening in the background, go look in the mirror and say, hi, beautiful, because it's looking right back at you. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you next time.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feel alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard.
Head to Nathan's.
They're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards. I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. typical. I put you on a pedestal. There's not just stars on the boulevard. They're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards. I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Night, everybody.